Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about Amazon's new A9 algorithm and how to rank your Amazon keywords.
Running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah. Hey, running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah. Running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah. Hey, running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Andy from sellerseo.com, and today I'm going to tell you how to rank on Amazon with the new Amazon A9 algorithm changes in 2018. Now, the first thing you're going to need to know is that we're going to rank from the least important to the most important. So stick around to the end of the video to find out some of the most important factors in ranking your products on Amazon. Let's start out at the top. Ranking factor number 9, seller authority. Now, what seller authority would be things like your seller reviews. Those are the reviews that shoppers leave for you if they buy on Amazon directly from you, or if they had an experience dealing with you, they can leave a review that relates to you as a seller. The next factor is seller performance, and that's all around performance on Amazon. Things like on-time shipment rates, cancellation rates, customer service, returns, all the things that are covered if you go into the performance dashboard in your Amazon Seller Central account. The next thing to look at would be seller account history. So that's meaning the age of the seller account. So if you've had a seller account that's been open for 10 years, you'll get more seller authority than somebody who just opened a new store. Another factor is the number of SKUs, in other words, the number of products that you're selling on Amazon. Generally, the larger the catalog, the more likely you will have a bigger seller authority rank. The last thing, and definitely not the least, is account sales history. So, if you every year over year, you're growing your sales, that definitely comes into play when Amazon is looking at your seller authority. All right, second from the last, important is impressions. Now, an impression is anytime somebody sees your product. So it could be a search page impression, meaning that somebody goes to Amazon and searches for your product. So if you're selling a garlic press and you typed in garlic press and your product showed up in the search, that would be an impression. But more importantly, are product page impressions. Those are actually when somebody loads your product page. Some other impressions that count into that factor are ad impressions, related product impressions, and bought together impressions. And you can see the frequently bought together example there on your screen. Now, all these things count for impressions towards your product. And the reason why Amazon is watching this factor is because if your product's being seen all over the place, that is an indication of its popularity. All right, ranking factor number 7, internal sales. Those are things that links on Amazon's website that is driving traffic to your and impressions to your products page, and then which turn into sales. Once again, some of those things are related products pages and bought together pages, and so that's where you can see where traffic coming from internal sales. All right, ranking factor number 6, PPC sales. Of course, this is pretty self-explanatory. That's PPC is pay-per-click advertising on Amazon, also known as Amazon PPC if you're not familiar. And those are just the advertising that happens on Amazon itself when you search for a product. Usually you'll see on the top of the search page, or if you're on mobile, usually the first result. And sometimes above that result would be a headline search ad. Those are what you would count as PPC sales. Now, PPC sales come from search page impressions, product page impressions, related sponsored product impressions, headline search ads, display ads, and now retargeting ads, which are ads that are running off of Amazon, which Amazon is running for you through auto campaigns, driving traffic from off of Amazon to your product's listing. All right, ranking factor number 5 is the click-through rate of your product. So that would be somebody's searching through Amazon and they see your product and click on the link to go and view your product page. That's considered a click-through. And the same goes for a related product click-through, headline search click-through, display ads click-through. Pretty much anywhere on Amazon where somebody clicks a page to go to view your product would be considered a click-through rate. And all these factors have different weights. Generally, the highest weight would be the standard search page click-through rate. That would count the highest out of all of these different factors. All right, the next ranking factor, which we're getting into the top 4, which are some of the most important, are off-site sales. Any traffic not coming from Amazon. So that could be Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google Ads, organic Google traffic, pretty much anything where a sale is coming from off of Amazon. It could even be your own landing page that you've set up that you're driving traffic to and then driving to Amazon. That's considered off-site sales. Now, this is a big change compared to previous years. Off-site sales are one of the largest factors when it comes to marketing now for Amazon, and it's being very underutilized. And this is why a lot of your competitors are probably ranking and you can't figure out why. Now, if you haven't checked out sellerseo.com, now is the time. We just released a new tool called Traffic Titan, and it automatically sets up traffic from off of Amazon to Amazon using Google AdWords. And what we also do is generate all the two-step URLs and automatically build ads and things like that. So in other words, instead of spending hours building these ads and setting this stuff up, we literally do it for you, and it takes minutes, and the results have been astounding, especially with keyword rank and boosting of sales. So check out sellerseo.com, and once you sign up, you'll get access to the Traffic Titan tool. It's currently in beta, and so we're not advertising it to the masses yet. We want the early adopters to be able to get in and get usage of the tool before everybody else can. So go ahead and check it out. We also offer a 30-day free trial on that tool and all of our other tools. All right, ranking factor number 3. We're getting to the top 3 now. Conversion rate. Now, conversion rate is page view versus page sale. So if somebody comes to your product, views the page, and then clicks and buys your product, that would be considered a conversion. If somebody comes to your page and then leaves, that's considered a view. So the views versus page sales, that's a huge indicator to Amazon whether your product will get a boost in rank and sales. How you can view this conversion rate is within your Seller Central account. You go to Business Reports, and then you can go into ASIN reports, and in that ASIN report, you can see your conversion rates in that report by SKU. Okay, and now some of the other things that you want to realize when you're talking about conversion rate is some of the most important factors that need to be considered when you're talking about conversion rate is your main product photo and your product title. Now, the main product photo should be very well done, professionally done with a white background, and represent the product well. And your title should use as many of the characters as possible, and it should also contain as many of the phrases that relate to your product that are the popular phrases. So in other words, if you were selling a garlic press or a water bottle, you would want to make sure that the word garlic press and the phrase garlic bottle are in your title. Now, if you were selling a stainless steel water bottle, you would want to make sure that stainless steel water bottle was in your title. So you want to get fairly precise, but you also want to stay broad as well. You want to make sure that all the most important keywords and phrases are in your title. And once again, with your main product photo, you want it to be ultra high quality, and you want it to drive people to your listing and then to buy your product. You also want to make sure, besides your main photo, that you have the 5 auxiliary photos, the 5 additional photos to go along with that main photo. All right, ranking factor number 2 is your product's 180-day sales history. So how much has your product sold over the last 180 days? And then lifetime sales are also taken into consideration. Now, some things to think about on this is there is a honeymoon period. So if you launch a new product, it's generally there's a a consensus that it could be anywhere from 2 weeks to a month. Sometimes some people say more. In our experience, the 2 weeks to a month sounds about right, especially the first 2 weeks. Amazon gives you a little boost on your new product, and I think that's just so that they kind of ensnare you into the ecosystem. So if you're a new seller, you put up a new product, you're going to be successful right away. I think Amazon wants to show people that. They also want to encourage new products. So they know that if they give you a little bump in the first couple of weeks and you can get your product some sales, that'll encourage you to onboard new products and encourage you to push more sales. All right, the number one most important factor for ranking on Amazon in 2018 for the new A9 algorithm is organic sales. So, of course, what an organic sale is, it would be if somebody goes to Amazon and they do a search on Amazon for, once again, for our example, say water bottle, and then they click through on your title and then add it to their cart and buy it. The other way is which is an even more powerful signal to Amazon, is if you push the buy now button from the search results. If you do that, or if your customer does that, then that will give you a huge boost in rank for that keyword and also for your sales. Now, just to make sure that you're completely clear on what an organic sale is a sale made directly on Amazon without any additional prompting. So like no ads, not coming from offsite traffic, not coming from anything you're paying for. It's just simply a user searching Amazon or browsing Amazon, finding your product, and then buying it. That would be considered an organic sale. All right, so the last but not least, I'm going to tell you how you can capitalize on this data. So a couple of action points. One thing is you want to make sure that your product's title and main image is fully optimized. We talked about that before, but that is absolutely important. Some things that you want to do in order to continue to keep that fully optimized is to test it. So a great thing to do is to do something called A/B testing. If you're not sure what that is, what that means is that you would use a piece of software, or you can do it manually, and you would change for example, your main photo. If you have two different photos, you test one for a week and see how it performs, and then you change that main photo into a different photo and then watch it for another week and see how your product performs. Now, depending on your conversion rate, you should be able to see which product photograph is performing better, and that's going to be the one that you're going to want to use. Now, another thing that you want to do is to make sure that your listing is fully optimized. We talked about the main image and the product title, but you also want to make sure that your bullet points are solid and filled with good keywords, and make sure that you have at least 6 images, including the main image. And if you have access to enhanced brand content, that's something you absolutely want to do. In our testing, we've seen a boost in sales and conversion by up to 30%. So it's huge. You definitely want to get a hold of enhanced brand content by getting brand registered. If you're already brand registered, then you want to make sure that you jump in and start using that as quickly as possible. Now let's go back to optimization wise. So you want to make sure that we talked about including phrases in the title. You also want to make sure that you're including important phrases in your bullet points and in your description. So for example, if stainless steel water bottle was your most important phrase, you're going to want to make sure that that's in your title and at least in one of your or more of your bullet points, and also in your description. So you want to make sure that that is repeated at least once in the bullet points and once in the description. And this will make Amazon see that your listing is relevant for that phrase. So all your important phrases, you want to make sure that they're included throughout the listing and also repeated. The other thing you want to realize is that Amazon looks at the beginning of these fields as the most important. So the beginning of your title, the beginning of your bullet points, and the beginning of your description, those should be your most important phrases. That's where they should be dropped into. If you do that, you'll see a huge boost in rank with your keywords, and also a big boost in sales. Now, the other thing to take from this change in the algorithm, and the one that's being the least utilized and that can make the biggest difference in driving sales and rank to your Amazon product, is driving off-site traffic to your Amazon products. Well, and we gave some examples of that before. Things like Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, even YouTube, Google AdWords, anything that's coming off of Amazon and driving traffic to your Amazon listing. It could even be Reddit. You know, anything that you can get creative on, that's what you want to do. And when you're driving traffic to that listing, you want to make sure that you're using a two-step, also known as super URL, to make sure that you're trying to rank for those main keywords in your listing. For example, if you're setting up a two-step URL and you're trying to rank for stainless steel water bottle, you want to make sure that stainless steel water bottle is in your title while you're trying to rank for that term to get the best chance to rank using that two-step URL. All right, last but not least, what would you like us to cover next? Leave us a comment below. Would you like us to cover how to use offsite traffic to boost your Amazon sales and rank? We can go into more specifics on that, exactly how to do it, how to set that up, how to use tools that are available to do that. Or would you like us to cover how to fully optimize your Amazon's product listing with your images, your title, your bullet points, your description? This is where we would go all the way through from top to bottom on how to make your Amazon product listing successful. Once again, leave a comment below with your choice. And if you haven't followed our channel yet, please do so. We're going to be digging into this deeper and showing you exactly how to rank on Amazon and beat your competition. Thanks so much for watching. And this is Andy Arnott from SellerSEO.com. Have a great day.
Running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah, yeah. Hey, running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah, yeah. Running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah, yeah. Hey, running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah, yeah. Running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch. Yeah, yeah. Hey, running till I'm running out of breath. I got dreams to catch.